Do you struggle with copying and pasting and going back and forth between Shopify and Pipedrive to manage your deals and orders? Well, this automation instantly creates draft orders within Shopify, fetches all your contact details, and then links everything back into Pipedrive. Let me show you how it all works. And so as you can see, I'm here within Pipedrive and I'm going to use this deal over here. So it's a new deal, and all I'm going to do is go scroll down over here, and here where it says draft order, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the drop down and say create draft order and then click on save. And then what's going to happen is that a draft order is instantly going to be created within Shopify. So once the draft order has been created within Shopify, you'll see that this over here has been populated. It says here Shopify draft order, which is a custom field, and you can see that this is a link to the draft order within Shopify. So let's put it to the test. If we click on that tab and then we paste the link over here, you'll see that the draft order has been successfully created within Shopify. And this is from the deal in Pipedrive. As you can see, this is the product name that we just put here. Then you can see the payment details. Then on the right here, you can see the contact information, the shipping address, as well as the billing address. Every single thing that you're seeing within Pipedrive in terms of the deal is here within Shopify. What an amazing automation. Hi, my name is Peter from Connex Digital. We are an automations and integrations company that specializes in Pipedrive as well as Shopify automations. If you're interested in working with us, please be sure to book a free discovery call with us. If you want more information, please check the links down below in the description or visit our website, which is connex.digital. Without further ado, let me show you how you can build this Pipedrive and Shopify automation. Alright, let's get into it. The digital automation platform that we'll be using to build this automation is Zapier. And as you can see, we're going to be using 5 actions in order to build this automation. The first trigger action is updated deal within Pipedrive. The second action is find persons in Pipedrive. The third action is going to be filter conditions, and this is going to be a feature which is given by Zapier, which is filtered by Zapier. The fourth action is going to be create a draft order in Shopify. And then last but not least, we're going to then update the deal within Pipedrive. So let's go into the first trigger action. So here it is Pipedrive updated deal. So essentially what is happening here? The automation is going to be triggered when a certain field gets changed in Pipedrive. So as you can see here, it says field to watch for changes on is draft order. And so within Pipedrive, we created a custom field being the draft orders. And as soon as you create a draft order and you select draft order within the custom field, then this is when the automation is going to be triggered, because it's essentially watching for changes in this custom field. Then once the trigger has been activated, then it's going to go into the next step. The next step is find persons within Pipedrive. So what are we doing here? We are mapping the contact person as an ID so that we can get all the contact details of this specific deal. So we want to get all the relevant information of this deal and of the person that is related to the deal. And why are we doing this? Why is this essential? It's essential because in the first trigger action, when we actually get the updated deal, it doesn't give us a vast majority of the rich information that we want. And so by adding this step over here, we're able to get all the relevant contact details of this specific deal. Hence why we added this action to begin with. And so that's what we're actually doing here. Then once we are done with that, then what we're going to do is we're going to go to the next step, which is filter by Zapier, which is filter conditions. And so we add a filter over here. And so I've added here where it says here, this over here, this draft order value, which is create draft order, must exactly match create draft order. And so what have I done here? So you can see here with the filter conditions, I said only continue if draft order value from Pipedrive, which is create draft order, exactly matches create draft order. So this essentially over here must match this over here where it says create draft order. And so why are we doing this? We're doing this so that all the relevant deals in terms of this automation is actually filtered correctly. Maybe you have different custom fields within the specific deal. And so we're saying that the only custom field output that we want is create a draft order. And so once we can get that, it means that then the deals will be then filtered correctly, and then we can move on with the specific automation. And then I'm just going to exit here. Now we're going into the second last step, which is Shopify create a draft order. And so this is where the magic happens, because this is where we are creating a draft order within Shopify. And as you can see here, I've mapped a variety of different information coming from Pipedrive. So you can see here, primary email, which is from Pipedrive, and as you can see, it says number 2. So this is from the second action that we are actually getting this information. Remember I said we can't get some of the information from the first action, and so hence why we needed the second action. So I'm mapping here email from the second action in our Zap, and then here you can just see some information with regards to the order, being the draft order. So we have the product random, product quantity being 1, product title, I just named it Pipedrive for demonstration purposes, but this will be according to what the product or the deal actually is. And then over here I've mapped different things. I've mapped first name, I've mapped last name from the Pipedrive action, I've mapped address, I've mapped the shipping address, the city, the country, the state, the province and the region over here, the postal, the zip code, so just different things, and the contact information that I've really mapped over here so that it can come out very, very nicely in the Shopify draft order. So I've mapped all these details over here, and this is related to the customer information and the deal within Pipedrive, and all of this will essentially be populated in the Shopify draft order. So that's when the Shopify draft order will then be created. And then last but not least, what are we doing here? It's saying update a deal. And so what is this last step about, this update a deal within Pipedrive? So essentially what we're doing is that we are taking the Shopify draft order and now we are linking it back to the Pipedrive deal. And so essentially this is what we're doing. So we're getting the deal ID from the Pipedrive action here. And then we are saying, because we already created a custom field within Pipedrive, we're saying, here we go, Shopify draft order. We are putting the link of the actual Shopify draft order in over here. Why are we doing this? We're doing this so that when you go into Pipedrive and then you are able to see the Shopify draft order, then you'll just be able to just click on the custom field where it says Shopify draft order, and then you'll be immediately taken into Shopify to actually see it. So that's a very nice touch, and it's a very nice feature to have. And so this is actually directly linked to the Pipedrive deal. I'm just going to exit there, and that's that. This is how you can build a powerful Pipedrive and Shopify automation where you manage your deals and orders seamlessly. If you're interested in us building this automation for you, we'll be more than happy to do just that. You can book a free discovery call with us and we can get the ball rolling. If you want more information, please check the links down below in the description. And if you want to visit our website, please visit our website, which is connex.digital. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give us a thumbs up and also comment down below what stood out for you in this video. Please make sure that you also subscribe to our channel so that we can give you more valuable content. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.